let's just say that you've been recording your podcast for a while. You've been uploading it to a podcast hosting provider like Transistor. That's what the company I founded. And, you've got a bunch of downloads, you've got engaged listeners, and you're thinking now's the time to try to get some sponsors because that's how you make money off podcasts, right? We've all heard podcast ads, pre-roll and post-roll and mid-roll, where someone will say this podcast is sponsored by name of mattress company or web hosting company. The challenge is for smaller podcasters, there's not a lot of options. The big name shows, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend and Joe Rogan, and they can attract sponsorships because they have millions of listeners per episode. My guess is that your show and most of my shows don't have that many listeners. We're in the thousands of listeners. And so our options are limited. Usually we have to go to a service like this, and they pay rates that look something like this. 30-second ad CPM is $18, or a 60-second ad is $25. And what that means is CPM means cost per thousand listeners or cost per thousand downloads. Let me show you a calculator that puts all of this in perspective. So let's say you have 5,000 monthly downloads for your show, and those are all unique downloads, 5,000 a month, or a better metric is actually 5,000 downloads per episode on average in the first 30 days. That's what a lot of folks will look at. But let's just use 5,000 downloads as the example. If the cost per 1,000 downloads is 25, we do the math, total revenue would be $125, right? Because it's cost per 1,000. Now, the challenge for independent podcasters is that somebody like this service here, because they are matching you with an advertiser, they're going to take a cut. And I believe these folks take 30%. So let's go back to our calculator here, and we're going to go. So they're going to take $37.50. And then if we look at what you'll get $87.50. It's not great money for all of that effort you're putting into your podcast. You're recording great audio, you're editing it, you're uploading it to a hosting provider, you're probably paying for a hosting provider, and you've got it distributed to Spotify and Apple and everything. You're ready. How can you earn money? Well, with Transistor, you could use the advertising options inside to automatically put pre-roll and post-roll audio ads into your episodes. So that part's covered. But a better method of getting sponsors is, if you can, avoid using a service like this and instead reach out to people in your category, in your niche, and sell your own sponsorships, your own ads. There's a few reasons you want to do this. Number one, you'll make more money. You can charge higher rates. As an example, we have a show that we do in the software industry, and it gets about 2,000 downloads or listens per episode on average. And we're able to charge $300 a month for our sponsorships. We do 2 sponsors a month, and it's $300 each, so that's $600 a month, and that's for 4 episodes. So our CPMs are pretty good, and we don't have to hit a threshold of 5,000 downloads per episode, which a lot of these services here need, and we're in control. We don't have to share the revenue. The challenge is we have to, of course, go out and get those advertisers ourselves.